today. From State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Here's Pollard again. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, much improved from Week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. The Cowboys come into this one still undefeated despite the 1 tie, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's the veteran. It's Ronald Jones.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Now 2nd and 9.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They give it off here to the tight end.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Pollard.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
Jones.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Pollard will take this into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cardinals offense set to take over for the first time, and they are piloted by their 5th-year quarterback, 2-time Pro Bowler as well, Kyler Murray.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Murray now.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They stay on the ground. Here's Conner again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. A check on the numbers last week for Conner. 18 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Throwing now is Murray. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 46, here's 2nd and 5.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And now a fake there on the jet sweep as they'll give to Pollard.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the 1st down at the Cardinals' 40-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, Jones.
And able to get this to the 31.
Well, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Pollard going to try the right side. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
103 yards on the ground here for Pollard. This is a 1st down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Dak's going to keep it.
And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now here's Pollard, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Tony Pollard, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. Multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. To throw is Murray. Oh, wide open, complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And just shutting him off there. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A great run by Pollard, and runs like that have had us anticipating a breakout season from him for years. And it finally arrived in 2022. Dallas gave him more run, and he had his first 1,000-yard season despite receiving less than 200 touches.
Prescott on first down. Then he finds Beasley, complete. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down. On the draw, it's Pollard. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Prescott looks to throw on first. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Christian McCaffrey, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. Kadarius Toney, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington Commanders at home at FedEx Field. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Damian Harris, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. It was a strong first half for running back Tony Pollard. He's over 100 yards rushing for the game already and found the end zone twice as well.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time, The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's second down.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Murray now on first down. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
High throw, but the catch is made. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That third down conversion good for 23. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's Pollard again. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Prescott now.
And not nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first down, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Shotgun now from Murray. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line.
138 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2nd down, Pollard again.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Going to run again here with Pollard. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Prescott.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They start the drive with Connor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Finds his running back, James Conner. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Murray. Finding Ertz here on the out route. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down, Murray finding Ertz again. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Murray now on 1st down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Now Murray's got to have this one.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 7.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Running right, it's Pollard.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit?
Taking it right down Broadway. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Quick slant to Brown. And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's taken down inside the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
This is 1st and 10.
Murray to air it out again. Screen pass to Connor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Here's 1st down.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Murray now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Murray.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and that should be that.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He was brought down by Malik Collins. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Here's Pollard. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Cowboys, they pick up their second win now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.